Birds are chirping. This one crow won't shut up. I'm sitting here in Florida. I just got here last night. My flight was delayed a bunch of hours, but I'm here today, and it's beautiful surroundings. It's hot, but what do you think? Florida's always hot. What do you expect? I can't complain. If I start complaining about Florida, people are going to say, "What, are you kidding me? Shut up." So who's in the chat? I'm not seeing anyone on the screen yet. Who do I see? I see 3 people in the chat, 3 with the thumbs up, but no one's commented on the screen yet. So yeah, I flew out of Westchester yesterday. My flight, hey, Willa Knotts, hello. My Vespa, Arizona. Carmelita is in the house. Queen of Asayan, hi, how are you? Good to see you. 35 in the chat, 9 with the thumbs up. So yeah, Gina Orsat, Hilda, hi there, I hope you're doing this. Michelina Serena, Interpreter Carmen Ortiz, hi, good afternoon to you, Sergeant Bill. Mel Stiller, you guys were just waiting for this beautiful Wednesday, So is everyone having plans for July 4th? It's not even the weekend. July 4th falls on the Thursday, right? So it could be a real long weekend for those that get off the whole weekend from their job, right? Honey, 2800, hello, hello, hello. What's going on with Maddie's case? Nothing new on the Madeline Soto case. I haven't heard a thing. I don't know exactly when Stephon Stearns' next court appearance is, but we'll stay on top of it. Wendy Montgomery, good to see you. That is tomorrow the 4th, absolutely. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. No plans, Shari, stay with the dogs. Good afternoon. Great to see you, Sergeant Mills. Sharon Reynolds, good to see you. Rosalind Rodriguez, hello. So 57 in the chat, 22. So yesterday I was supposed to get here in the afternoon. And if you know anything about Florida, at least where I am, everything dies after 9 o'clock. So it's like you almost can't even get any food. So I get here and it's like, I don't know, it's about 8:30. So am I going to go for the food at Publix, or am I going to go for the wine at Total Wine? What do you think I did? I went and bought some wine at the Total Wine store, which I love. Got my Cabernet and didn't have any last night. Carmelita, that's right, I went for the wine. I went for the Cabernet. Good afternoon, Sergeant Bill. Taylor Beckett. Hi, Bill, checking in from Texas, going to a great 4th of July parade tomorrow. Good for you, good for you. Incognito, hey, from Melbourne, Australia. Wow, we got people from all over the world. Michelina Sereno, laughing out loud. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was going to try to do this. There's a beautiful spot where I am by the inlet, but I needed it sort of to be not a lot of people around, and there can't be a whole lot of wind. So here I am sitting in this park here, and I'm under there's like not a rooftop. I don't know what's called a lanai, right? So I'm under that, so I have some shade. Or else I would be roasting like a hot dog on a grill for the 4th of July. Kim Alliston's in the house. Eyes on Heaven, hey, in Massachusetts for a few months more. Eye on Heaven, good for you. Yeah, so, people think like, oh, what are you going to Florida for in July? Are you crazy? But as you guys know, I spent the winter here, so I wanted to come back and just see how it is in the summer. And I'm going to, next week on Thursday, I'm driving to the West Coast for my sister's 60th birthday. And actually her birthday is today, but we're going to celebrate it next week because everyone had to fly in and, Captiva, that's the name of the island, Captiva Island. It's near Sanibel. So we're going to all go there. 79 in the 79 in the chat, 34 with the thumbs up. Let's get all these people to see beautiful Florida. I'll give you another little view. Turn this around a little bit. There we go. You could see all these palm trees. Again, I could go closer to the ocean, but it just gets so windy. Evelyn Strand, a big hello from Vancouver, Canada. Whoa, 82 in the chat, 39 with the thumbs up. So tonight, guys, I wanted to do a show last night, but I didn't get into like 9:30, and I didn't know if the transition of putting my laptop on my setup here would go smoothly. And so I wasn't planning anything less. Well, I had to take the plans off the table after my flight was delayed. So last night's show we're going to do tonight, and I was promised, Mike Geary promised to come on the show, and I'm trying to get Phil Grimaldi too. And we're going to talk about it, and I did a sort of a preliminary show on it about Alec Baldwin's upcoming trial, which many people are looking at, and I don't know if you could say looking forward to. Kelly, it's raining here in England. The rain in Spain stays mostly on the plain. The humidity, my Vespa. So yes, but I would love to be on the ocean side, but it's just too damn windy. Kim Allison, welcome to all new friends visiting Coffee with Cannon. Just to let you know that it's free to subscribe. Ring that bell, relax, and chill out with Sergeant Bill. That's right. I almost forgot to say that this was Coffee with Cannon, because when I'm in this hot weather, I'm not thinking of coffee. I'm thinking of water, which I have a bottle of water with me, but just in case. And these birds, I've never seen more aggressive birds than in Florida, except one other place. And I'll tell you what that place was. About 2 years ago, I was down here, the first time I was down here, and I had a bird fly into my back, just like hit me in the back. And I went into my gym and I said, what the hell was that all about? And he said, he thought you were getting near, or she thought you were getting near her nest, so she attacked. I was like, wow, I mean, the nest was up in the palm tree. I'm not going anywhere near that, But one other time, years ago, I was in Martha's Vineyard and I was cooking hot dogs on a grill, and a seagull swooped down and stole the hot dog right off of a hot grill. I couldn't believe it. I was like, the most aggressive bird I've ever seen. And he was on Martha's Vineyard, not known for its aggressiveness, but this seagull was pretty damn aggressive, stealing my hot dog. Anyway, you're with Coffee with Cannon, backyard beverage, bitching with Bill. I got nothing to bitch about. I'm in Florida. I'm in beautiful Florida. And my wife and my sons are going to join us next week. My wife's always working. She's working now, so she couldn't get out here. It's her birthday, actually, on the 5th. So 101 in the chat, 57 with the thumbs up. Don't mess with a mama bear, I mean bird. Yeah, for sure. I wasn't messing. The bird was messing with me. My Vespa, seagull in Oregon, they're aggressive there, too. I'm sure there's more aggressive birds than that, but that was the most aggressive I've seen. So I could take off my glasses for a second, but I won't be able to read the screen. I see the bird, or a bird like the one that was very aggressive. He's right in the grass right now. He's walking over to me. He recognized me. Sonny, rats with wings. That's, yeah, well, I used to say, Mayor Ed Koch in New York City used to say seagulls are like rats with wings. That's for sure, right? So anyone got any really good plans for the 4th of July weekend? And all you guys, I think, from Europe and other countries really don't know exactly what we're talking about. Obviously, July 4th is American Independence Day, and it's always a huge holiday weekend, and no one wants to work that day, that's for sure. Jordan Davis, good afternoon. Sergeant Bill from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Jordan, welcome, welcome, welcome. 99 in the chat, 61 with the thumbs up. Any people that are new, if you're not subscribed, go on our YouTube, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, hit the like button, and we're hitting, I'm just about 144 from 71,000. It was going fast, and then all of a sudden I hit a bump and it slowed down, but we'll be back. We'll be back. We're working on some things. I'm doing some things. I'm going to bring some people in. I'm going to have a few sit downs. I'm going to make sure police off the cuff gets back on track. Legal-minded friends, Karen Cole. It's always a plan. I seem to never get to sleep. Karen Cole, all the way from Great Britain, from England. Sunny, stay inside 109 in Arizona tomorrow. Wow, that's pretty damn hot. Carmelie, we're working on the yard for an upcoming party mid-July. Maybe all little swimming and grilling, going to enjoy my well-deserved 4 days off. Carmelita, good for you. You're working too hard. In the right state, Sarge, Florida has the best fireworks. Cool. So many crazy things are going on, though, I'm glad that Karen Reed case is over. My God, that was just like monopolizing all of YouTube. Everyone was covering that. I wasn't, for certain reasons. But it just was absolutely crazy, that case. And now at least it's over with. And we don't have to deal. It's sucking the oxygen out of YouTube. I'm in Arizona too, Kingman. Where are you? 100 in the chat, 66 with the thumbs up. This is Coffee with Cannon. Backyard beverage, bitching with Bill, whatever you want to call it. Fuzzy Doxy, sick of the Karen Reed drama. Yeah, me too. And then it's going to happen again. The state is going to charge, or they're going to try to recharge that case. Legal-minded friends, yes, Alec Baldwin next. I think the case starts on the 9th. So that would be next week sometime. So yeah, it's, who knows what's going to happen with that case. I mean, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, who was the armorer in that case, she got, after trial, she was sentenced to 18 months. Could Alec Baldwin receive the same sentence? What do you guys think about let me ask a question here, all right? If you think Alec Baldwin should beat this case scot-free, put a 1 in the chat. If you think that he should receive the same treatment as Hannah Gutierrez Reed and get sentenced to 18 months, you know, providing he's found guilty, put a 2 in the chat. So I'm just very interested to know what Alec Baldwin trial is supposed to start Monday too. So a lot of you guys, well, seeing more 2s than more, so 1 so far, all 2 1s, 2 1s, all 2s so far. Many 2s, just 2 1s. L'Oreal and Wendy Montgomery, there's a 1, there's 3 1s so far, but about 10 or 12 2s. So yeah, Sonny, there's another 2. 1, it was an accident. He's not too bright, my Vespa. Yeah, but you know something, my Vespa, there's something called criminal negligence. And even though it's an accident, if the accident is caused by negligence, by doing something that you that was sort of reckless, or you didn't take into consideration what could have happened, was it Alec Baldwin's responsibility, in addition to the armorer's, to check the cylinder of that gun and to see what it was loaded with? Some would argue no. Erica Olston, you're talking about the Karen Reed case, that the investigation was botched from the beginning. You know, I didn't watch the whole case, but, you know, I think she's guilty as hell, you know, and unfortunately, the police maybe didn't do a good job, especially that guy Proctor, you know, putting disparaging texts in his phone. What was he thinking, you know? What was he actually thinking about that? But, you know, and I don't want to retry this case here because the case is so toxic, you know. So, yeah, legal-minded, but I think it's interesting to be made a financial settlement with the victim's wife because he was producing and handling a gun. He has a negligence liability. Karen, legal-minded friends, you know something, I think that, you know, one of the things I see in this case also is that if he gets convicted, right, and if he may not get convicted, if he gets convicted, and the judge is in sentencing, the judge may find his behavior post the event, post the shooting, of being really egregious in the way that he went on all his friends' TV stations, TV shows, extolling his innocence and just saying how he had nothing to do with anything. Johanna James, good to see you. Hi from Scotland. I'm with COVID for the first time. Wow, I haven't heard anyone getting COVID recently. It must be a lot mellower. I feel the same about Karen Reed. So wasted she doesn't remember. Is that her defense? Yeah, you know something. I think that, you know, in the Karen Reed case, the defense poked a lot of holes in the incompetence of the prosecution. But that doesn't mean she didn't do it. I think to me, the number one issue in that case, and again, I don't want to retry this case, he was never in that house as far as I can see. Never. There's no evidence he was ever in that house, but yet the defense puts him in that house. Mel Stiller, Baldwin already paid a large settlement. Yeah, you know something, Melissa, that's another thing that I didn't really care for. Usually a civil case is settled after the criminal case. But Baldwin settled the civil case before the criminal case. So it more or less silenced the husband from taking a position and to still talk out against him. Because, Manuel, can you sing a Beatles song? Sure. When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now, will you still be lending me a valentine? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine. If I stay out till 3:45, would you lock the door? Would you still need me? Would you still feed me when I'm 64? Not bad for just picking it out of the blue. Legal minded, yeah. Well, what he also did, Karen, was it did allow Baldwin to finish the film, but he also hired the husband, which I thought was really bad on the husband as a producer. And I just thought that was so horrible. You know, dude, your wife was just shot and killed by this guy. And whether it was an accident or not, it's like you're selling your soul in this settlement. I didn't like the look. I didn't like how it sounded. I thought it was not a good look that the husband, look, and look, we all have to have a huge amount of sympathy for Helena Hutchins' husband. I don't have his name in front of me right now. I didn't bring any notes with me. But yes, he lost a wife and his son. I do believe they had a 9-year-old son. He lost his mom. Why did the husband take the job? Because the husband is in that business and it's very, very difficult. Songbird, you're kind of adorable. Thank you. Thanks, that's When I'm 64, sung by Paul McCartney. That's right, sung by Paul McCartney. See, when you start singing too, the birds out here start singing along with you, you know. And anyone that plays an instrument, you ever notice that? You go outside. Sometimes I go outside with my guitar and I'll play, and the birds go nuts. They go nuts. The birds they love music. And well, look, all the sounds they make is music. They sing, they yell, you know. Husband is Matthew Hutchinson, Fisher Blue. Thank you for that. Yeah, so her husband was more or less, it was settled with Alec Baldwin. You hear this bird right now? He wants to be part of the show. He settled with Alec Baldwin. He's up in a tree letting me know who's boss, but luckily I have a rooftop so they can't bombard me in that way. One just flew by, this gigantic black crow. Butterfly, 84 likes. Let's go. The likes up, please. Yes, 80 up to 87. Birds love you, Bill. Birds. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly. Into the night of the cold dark night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly. Into the night of the cold dark night. Into the light of the cold dark night. See, that bird loves it. He's singing with me. Also sung by Paul, that's right. 120 in the chat, 91 with the thumbs up. This is Coffee with Cannon, backyard beverage. I'm not in my backyard today. I'm actually in a park in Florida. I'm in Florida in the summertime. Oh my gosh, that bird loves it. So yes, the birds love the music, you know. The birds. There's a band called The Birds. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven. That was from the Bible. They took a verse from the Bible and wrote a tune to it. That bird is singing, man. That bird's loud. Oh, now he's on the garbage pail looking at me. Now he's flying. Oh man, glad he didn't fly over here. Butterfly, love that song, Turn, Turn, Turn. The Birds, yes, The Birds. A lot of people, I think, sang. That became like a song in church years ago. You know, when I used to go to church as a youngster, and when I didn't cut church by going to Dunkin' Donuts, which I used to do as I got older, my mom would ask me, she'd quiz me, what was the gospel about? You know, and I'd be like, A glazed donut. I don't know. Yes. So yes, it was taken from turn was taken from Ecclesiastes. I think it was. And don't quote me on the Bible because I am definitely not an expert on the Bible whatsoever. So crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey Jude, thank you for singing Blackbird. That was a song that came on the radio after my mom passed. Means a lot to me. Hey Jude, sorry about your mom passing. You know, I sang that song, believe it or not, at my son's wedding, and he asked me to do it. I didn't want to do it. He said, Dad, and I was like, he wanted me to play it on the guitar and sing. I said, look, I'll sing it, but I'm not getting up with my guitar and everything. So I sang it, and it was fun. And the crows here get clams and mussels and drop them on the pavement. I'm in South Puget Sound, Washington. TJ, wow. Puget Sound is beautiful. Mickey Mantle's in the house. That's no ordinary bird. That's an educated chicken. Sonny, my mom bribed us with candy store after church. Yeah, when I got older and I had to go myself. It's okay, she passed away decades ago, only 49 years old. Love your voice, and so do the birdies. Well, thank you, Hey Jude. So, yeah, I lost both my parents in the last, my mom, I guess about 4 years ago, she was 88 years old. And then before that, my father, maybe 4 or 5 years before that, maybe like 3 years before that, my father was just shy of 85. But for my father to have made it to 85 was a medical miracle because he didn't take care. Coconuts, I used to run the church at the end to grab the bulletin for proof I went. That's a good thing. You're right. That's good proof. Documentation. Here, Ma. Here's the church bulletin. So yeah, my father lived to almost like 2 weeks shy of 85. But that was an amazing act of science for him because he really beat up his body. He was never healthy. He was always overweight. He didn't eat, he didn't exercise, he didn't eat correctly. I'd put it that way. So amazing. 121 in the chat, 100 with the thumbs up. Nevada Pup, love that. Dennis Violin, hey Bill, sorry I'm late. Show me 84K. 84K. Well, I'm at 71. I gotta get a big case going on YouTube, and I gotta get some new. Mel Still, my father died at 97. My uncle was a professional gospel singer. He started a group with his best friend Richard. Ecclesiastes, very good, Bill. Mom would be proud. Long Island girl living in Daytona Beach right now. Sue, I was right? It was from Ecclesiastes, that song. That's amazing, you know. Some songs, I guess the motivation is from the Bible, right? So, 116 in the chat, 104 with the thumbs up. Hey Jude, I hope you're subscribed, Hey Jude, and some of the new names I'm seeing here, just hit that YouTube subscribe button because this is Coffee with Cannon. I was almost like not going to do this show again, and then someone told me, why don't you do it, and do something. And Carmelita, love Elvis gospel music. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Take my hand, take my whole life too, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, don't you know that some things are meant to be? Take my hand, take my whole life too, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. A little Elvis, a little Beatles. Diane Krause is in the house. Love the song. Legal Minded Friends, good to see you. So Sorry, Touche. I love that song, Erica Olson. I got some cranes now over here. You know those white birds? They're like, they have the funky walk. I wonder if my God, they're all over the place. There's one behind me. Maybe we could see the guy behind me. Oh, he just flew up. No, let's see if you could see him. There he is. Let's see. Where is he? Oh no, he moved over a little bit. There he is. See him? The birds are watching Coffee with Cannon. Joe Deming, beautiful voice. Thank you. Thank you. Karen, where have you been? I haven't seen Karen, Legal Minded Friends, in a little bit, you know. Schmitty, please, pretty please, the AK rap songs. I only do that when I need a laugh, you know. It was a good day. I didn't have to use my AK. None of my friends got killed today. It was a very good day. Hey, hey. I put that last little... Karen is trying to say hi to everyone. Forgive me. Shariar, Nevada Pup. Schmitty, thank you. This is so chill. Love it. That is a beautiful spot there. This whole area is gorgeous. It's absolutely amazing. But the reason I chose this park is because I could I could talk, and there's an overhang, and there's very little wind. Because if the wind is out here, it just destroys the sound, and I won't be able to talk to you guys. I won't be able to talk. And Butterfly, Desiree Conrad, we call those cowboys over here in north central Florida. They irrigate the ground with their beaks. Seems peaceful. Schmitty, Carmelita, Touche. Watching Karen retrial and did a whole playlist. Karen, Legal Minded Friends. Karen's a great attorney, great person, and a lot of times she'll wake up in the middle of the night to hear these podcasts because of the time difference. A lot of you guys do that, though. I'm amazed with that. You know, I'm amazed that that you can do that. Very peaceful right now. Quiet and peaceful. Even the birds have shut up for a second. Birds keep quiet. Uh-oh, one just split the day. Split. The one just had to be heard from, you know. He had to be heard. Touche, Carmelita. Sure thing, GBY. 27 and 124 in the chat, 120 with the thumbs up. There's also a little Elvis Museum over there, Inverness, Florida. Wow. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. Kelly Ward, good to see you, Kelly. Melbourne, Australia. God, that's a long flight, I would imagine, right? Melbourne, Australia. So people see me at this table talking. They have no idea what I'm doing. They think I'm probably talking to myself or on a long distance phone call or something. And the truth is, yeah, I'm on both. I'm talking to you guys long distance, and I'm almost like on a phone call. Butterfly, it's 90 degrees here in Austin, Texas. Ouch, laugh out loud. TJ, Sharon Reynolds is in the house. So beautiful here. It's so beautiful in here, so quiet in here. So beautiful here. That's like a Van Morrison tune. I can't think of the name of it. But Van the Man. It's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance. Neath the cover of October skies. All the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I'm trying to breeze to the calling of your heartstrings that play fast and low. And all the night's magic seem to whisper and hush. And all the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Well, I wanna make love to you tonight. I can't wait till the morning has come. And I know now the time is just right. And straight into my arms you will run. And when you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, dear. There and then I will make you my own. And every time I touch you, you just tremble inside. And you know how much I want you that you can't hide. Can I just have some more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Yeah, moon dance on a magic night. La 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 la. Yeah, moon dance. Can I still have some more romance with you, my love? So, I know the words to a lot of these songs because I play guitar, and you can't play tunes and not know the words, right? Especially if you sing, you have to know the words. So that's how I know the words to a lot of songs, but not all of them. And then when you don't play all the time, and I sort of wanted to, Beaufort, South Carolina, Cat 747. I wanted to try to now make a sort of vow to myself to really start playing more guitar, because when you use it or you lose it, as they say. And guitar is one of those things. Any instrument, I would imagine, piano. If you don't play, your fingers don't do what your brain tells them to do, because it's all about Maribel is hooked. Awesome lunch treat, Bill. Musical. Thank you. Because music, in regards to playing an instrument, is muscle memory. And if you're not playing enough, your muscles aren't going to do what your brain is telling them to do. Songbird, that was nice, Van Morrison. Thank you, Songbird. Sharon Reynolds, Pessa, that was my mum. Such a relaxing stream. Butterfly. When I think of those eastern nights, sunny nights, curtains drawn in the little room downstairs. Prima donna logic really should have been there, ringing like a princess dressed in her electric chair. And it's one more tear and I don't hear you anymore. We've all gone crazy lately, my friends out there, rolling down the basement floor. Ooh. Someone saved my life tonight, sugar bear. Almost had your hooks in me, didn't you, dear? You nearly had me roped and tied. Elton John, great performer, huh, Elton John? Steel's all stuck in the middle with you. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. That's a good tune too. 115 in the chat, 128 with the thumbs up. Let's get back to Coffee with Cannon, Backyard Beverage Police, Off the Cuff podcast. We're going to be on tonight at 9 o'clock. Myself, Mike Geary, and hopefully Phil Grimaldi will be back tonight. I'm trying to get him. I'm reaching out to him, and he said he would make it tonight. So I'm hoping that he does make it. And we're going to do a little preliminary talk and dissection of what potentially could occur in the Alec Baldwin trial that is coming up. TJ, hope I can catch you tonight. One of the things that is a big legal issue, and a lot of you, if Karen legal-minded friends are still out there, is that during the testing of the firearm, the gun that was used in the scene, the gun where the round was fired and killed Helena Hutchins, the FBI somehow destroyed the gun or rendered it inoperable. So the defense could say, we haven't had an opportunity to test that gun. So how do we take what the FBI did, the test that the FBI did, as gospel? How do we do that? How can they now present this gun as evidence? Where is the gun? I want to know where the gun. This is what the defense is going to say for Alec Baldwin. Bill, I see you're back in Colorado. No, I'm not in Colorado, Keith Casaggio. I'm in Florida. I'm in Florida. Yeah, I said I should start doing a show called "Where Is Bill Today?" Where is he today? Like, remember Matt Lauer used to do that before he was disgraced and had to quit. Remember, he would be all over the world. Where is Matt Lauer today? Oh dear, I didn't know that was about the. Whoa, I'm aware. I told her to stay out of it. Price Casey, you guys, I don't know. You're having private conversations. Yeah, Butterfly. Where's Bill today? Well, I'm in Florida today. My son said I should never tell exactly where I am, because if someone wants to assassinate me, they know exactly where to go. That's a cop's kid, right? Thinking that. And, well, it makes sense, Don't tell exactly where you are. Just the state. Okay, find me in Florida. Although it's not so hard to do, right? I mean, is this beautiful park or what? This park is so gorgeous. Maybe I could take a little bit of a walk around. Butterfly, he only loves you, Bill. I hope so. I hope so. I hope my kids love me, you know. Let me take a little bit of walk around, and you guys let me know if the sound is still okay. This gimbal sometimes goes crazy when you walk around, but so yeah, I'm gonna walk a little bit. Let me walk back over here. Maybe the birds will see me and follow me over there. There's an area over here that's pretty quiet. So can you guys see this park? It sure is beautiful, right? Look at that. Amazing, right? It's hard for me to see the chat because it's so bright. Wait till I get under this roof and I'll be able to see it again. But let me I'll stay on this side so that you guys could still see the park. How was that? Pretty cool, huh? Yes, gorgeous, Heather, whatever. Sounds good, Sarge. Sherry Murray in the 120 in the chat, 134 with the thumbs up. So yeah, tonight we're gonna dissect the Alec Baldwin case a little bit. Did any of you guys remember we were speaking about the Kohberger case and this book that came out by an author named Howard Bloom, and he used to write for the New York Times. He used to write for Vanity Fair, and his book. He was writing for a magazine called Airmail, and he expected that this case, once Brian Kohberger was arrested, he expected that the case was just going to go right to trial. But he didn't want to wait for that because he wanted to make a coin on his book. So he rushes the book out, and then he's acting like he did this book. He acted like he did the book for, for the families, which is absolute nonsense. And Eric Olson, his book can only be fiction, absolutely. And I tell you what, all the media had him on like he was this expert on investigation. And Explore Core, dollar bags, you're right. And I was almost like, why is everyone interviewing this guy as if he's an expert? He doesn't know shit. And that sort of annoys me. Even some of the talking heads, and even some of the broadcasters, a lot of them aren't that knowledgeable on investigation. You see Banfield a lot, and Banfield is sort of like the queen. You guys know News Nation. Banfield is sort of the queen of sensationalism. She'll throw anything out there. And then sometimes I'm amazed I like Dan Abrams. I think he's pretty good. I'm not wild about Vinnie Politan. They all swim in the same pond, Keith Casaccio. That's a good way to put it. Chris Cuomo, I just cannot believe that some of the things that come out of that guy's mouth, And Chris Cuomo, he's got a law degree from Fordham. And I've never heard anyone speculate on Idaho Full. Blum is not a homicide detective. Coconuts Fredo, yes. He wanted to throw down with that guy that called him Fredo. He's like, all of a sudden he became, Chris Cuomo is annoying, Pesa. Touche. Well, I just expect that, when he was working for CNN, he started out in broadcasting right out of college, I think with like ABC. Like, are you kidding me? He was never in broadcasting, and he gets a job on the air with ABC. I wonder why that happened. Could it be because his dad was governor, But he got to learn on ABC's dime and the public's dime that was painful to watch him and listen to him, right? But do you guys remember the case of the three friends went to a Super Bowl party at their friend's house? They were all wearing Kansas City Chiefs attire, and they froze in the backyard, and the one guy was in the house and he lived. Do you guys remember that case? There was never really any follow-up on that. And the attorney for the gentleman who was in the house, who was supposedly this PhD, he was like a chemical engineer, and he was sort of being alleged that he made a designer drug that sort of killed all three of them. But yes, legal-minded friends, it was an awful case. But Chris Cuomo had the attorney on for the gentleman who was in the house, who lived, and he was supposedly an engineer or chemical engineer or whatever. And Chris Cuomo said to his attorney, shouldn't he get out in front of this and start to talk? And when he said that, I was like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. No attorney on this earth would advise you to talk to the police or talk to the media. Keep your damn mouth shut. And Chris Cuomo allegedly has a law degree. So when I heard him say that, I go, that had to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard any broadcaster say. And when you consider that he has a law degree, I was like, is he kidding? How is he saying, shouldn't they get out in front of this? What are you talking about? Anyway, that's my little, they all connected, mafioso, touche. Sharon Reynolds, it's like the case disappears if it didn't happen at BB2. You're right, we were all waiting for the toxicology on that case. And I don't know whatever happened, and there was no second reports on him, on the gentleman whose house it was, of him getting prosecuted. So was it because that the district attorney and the medical examiner said there was nothing, they didn't take drugs, somehow the cause of death was hypothermia. They froze to death. Could that be the case? But we didn't get anything back. But anyway, my whole point in bringing that up was that, hey, so sorry on phone. Glad to see you live, Bill. H. Cook, welcome. Emmy, maybe he just wants info to come out. Legal-minded friends, Karen Cole, good to see you from Heather, whatever. 133 in the chat, 140 with the thumbs up. This is Coffee with Cannon, live from Florida. I'll even tell you where in Florida. I'll whisper it. I'm in Jupiter, Florida. So if someone wants to find me and assassinate me, I listed the city. Butterfly, happy Thursday. Happy July 3rd. Soon to be July 4th tomorrow. You must be in Florida. I hear the cicadas, H. Cook. Some of you guys can identify the birds by name, not me. I'm lucky. Immunity for all crimes, Marsha Matthews. How could you say that? No immunity for all crimes. So I got up today. I did a few things, and then I went to the gym like a good boy. Be a good boy. Be a good boy and go to the gym, right? H. Cook, rather have coffee. So I went to the gym. I did my 45 minutes of cardio, which that's my goal every day, to do 45 minutes. Sharon Reynolds, have you seen a video on YouTube? The police done a traffic stop and decided to take their drugs. I didn't see it. Bloom's book is creative writing, not professional. It is shocking that media is into. Yeah, you know something? I found it when he was writing for Airmail magazine, and he was putting out what turned out to be the book, chapter by chapter. And we did a whole show on that last year. And we're like, what is this guy's credentials to be questioning the investigation and to acting like he knows things that he has no clue about? Joe Deming, you're close. I'm in Port St. Lucie. Too hot to be outside. Don't know how you're doing it. Well, I'm underneath a lanai. So that's one way I'm able to do it. And two, I feel all right. There's a nice breeze. It's beautiful out here. I'm hanging with the birds. And, you're hearing the cicadas, as someone told me. Pastor predicting the future. How cool. Heather, whatever. I remember, did Burt Reynolds have his Playhouse at Dinner Theater there? Yes, Burt Reynolds, the theater here was named after him. They have a park named after him now, but not the theater any longer. I don't know. Did Burt Reynolds piss someone off? Bill, what's good? It's hot in Arizona. Brian, good to see you. Legal-minded friends. Karen Cole. He claims he has lots info from family. Yeah, well, maybe he does. Maybe he does. But does the family know things that no one else knows? Aunt BB2, if you're close to the Gulf, there's always a breeze that helps. There's a nice breeze here right now. It's really sort of beautiful. Touche, Bill, you're so lucky to have all your kids around. If you could live anywhere in the U.S., which state would it be? Touche, I don't know. My son, one son is in New York City. He's in Manhattan, and he sort of needs to live there because that's his job. He's an editor. He's a commercial editor, and he's not a full editor yet. He's still sort of in training. So He doesn't make a lot of money, and the company he works for doesn't really treat him very well. You know, he works all kinds of hours. They don't pay them overtime. You know, and I'm like, you know, when you work for the police department, when they say, "Oh, you can stay, but you can't make, we're not going to pay you," I say, "See ya, hate to be ya," you know. Johanna James, I have been to Scotland. I was to Edinburgh, and my son went to my son went to the University of Glasgow to get his master's degree, and he had 6 months in Glasgow, 6 months in Dublin, and 6 months in Prague, and he has a master's degree in international security, and that was the university he went to. Larry Jensen's in the house. 119 with the thumbs up. Excuse me, 119 in the chat, 149 with the thumbs up. Cat 7047 grew up in Southern Cali, great weather but crazy crime, and such family from the South where I live now since early 1600s. You know, I like New York. I don't like New York winters anymore. I don't want to deal with the winter. I want to be someone warm during the winter time, and maybe summer in Florida is too hot. I don't know. That's my wife always says. I couldn't live there in the summer, but she loves it in the winter, you know, because New York winters are nasty. And you know, the politics of the areas we live these days too. I mean, New York and New York City, they're taxing you, and Texas waiting on Hurricane Beryl. I just love USA and Bill. Touche. Thank you. You know, they just in Manhattan, they're slapping down all these speed cameras all over the place, red light cameras, speed. Is it really that they care about vehicular accidents, or is it that they care more about the coffers of the damn city? Because that's what it all seems like. Because they were supposed to do something called, you guys know what, in England you know what it is, congestion pricing, where if you go into a certain part of the city, you're taxed, or you're a toll, $15 to $20 per day, and they wanted to do that in Manhattan, and the governor, Kathy Hochul, she pulled it back, and I think she pulled it back for one reason. What's coming up this November? Anyone guess? Can you guess what's coming up this November? Why Governor Kathy Hochul pulled back the congestion pricing? Come on, guys, you're smarter. Hi, Bill. Love to you and your family. Tony, thank you so much. Oh my God, yes, we have congestion charges. Karen Cole, why do you think that Governor Hochul pulled back congestion pricing indefinitely? What's coming up in November? Does anyone know? Does anyone know? I'm going to give you a hint. An election, Cat 747, exactly. She feels that if she implements congestion pricing, she'll lose the election. So what will she do? If she gets reelected, she'll do it right after that, because then she's got another 4 years. Pessa, Heather, whatever. I hate so I'm in the wrong place to have that attitude. And BB2, H. Cook, touche. 120 in the chat, 157 with the thumbs up. Got a semi-small audience today, guys. Is it because it's pre-holiday? People getting prepared for the weekend? What's going on here? Bunch of crooks, Explorer Corps. Come on, let's get the numbers in the chat up. And 120 in the chat, 157 with the thumbs up. Tap dance contest, Lori Ellen. 48:38. We got about another 12 minutes. Let's get these numbers up, guys. People leaving. They gotta join Coffee with Cannon. Coffee with Cannon. Butterfly it up. Coffee with Cannon, backyard beverage bitching with Bill. Welcome to all you guys that just came in now. Legal-minded friends. Karen, it's so good to see you, because I haven't saw you or spoke to you. I sent you a video recently on Instagram, but you know, you can get overwhelmed with all the things you have to do when you have your own channel, as Karen Cole, Legal-minded friends, can tell you. It's so much work. It's so much work, and especially when you're like a one-person operation, it's like, H. Cook, yes, close to holiday, Bill, barely any traffic here. I tried to go shopping at Costco for the 4th year. They gave up and turned around, bumper to bumper. Wow. Yeah, you know, places where there's so much traffic like that, it's crazy. Linda Durante, hello, Bill, from Linda, Philly. Pessa. Larry Jensen, NPB2, yes, from my phone. I'll try again after the show. Thank you. 118 in the chat. 158 with the thumbs up. Sort of beautiful in this park. You guys hearing all these birds? You hearing all the birds? Feed the birds. Tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds. Tuppence a bag. You know, where's that from, guys? You know where that tune is from? Does anyone remember? It's from my childhood. And you guys, some of you guys as old as me should remember that. It was from Mary Poppins. Remember? Remember that? With Julie Andrews? My God, it seems like it was forever. It's more prominent in women with autism. Legal Mind, if so much work is an understatement, my one video has almost 100,000 views. Responding to chats is hard. Karen, that's great. Congratulations with having 100,000 views on a video. Not an easy thing to do. I had one 2 years ago, I think, had 130, but I never came close to that number again. And that's, although my Sammy the Bull Gravano interview over time, probably was like 3 years ago, like 80,000, but that's been over time too. It's been allowed to grow bigger. 119 in the chat, 159 with the thumbs up. This is Coffee with Cannon. Welcome everyone on this 4th of July weekend. 4th of July weekend. My mom is alive, but someday that bird song will be part of a celebration of life. A spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. I remember that one. That was like those movies. Disney, I guess, made those movies, right? That was when Disney was huge, right? Back in the day. Hearts Wild, hey, good to see you, Bill. Kim Alliston, Kim, you're so wonderful. Thank you for all you do. Kim Alliston, one of my great moderators on Coffee with Cannon, Police Off the Cuff. And I think our prayers were answered in regards to Kim. She's feeling better. I'm not going to speak for her. And I don't know if she's over the hill yet, but I mean over the hump, not over the hill. She's feeling better, and it's been a long road, but I think our prayers are finally being answered. Janet Locke, hi from Australia. Mary Brain. Mary Brain, is that your real last name, Mary Brain? You know, there's this comic named Tomas Delgado, and real good guy. I used to do his show all the time in the city, and he has a podcast. I was on his show a bunch of times, and his dad is a brain surgeon, and Tomas Delgado is a law degree, as a lawyer, but never used it. He just never wanted to be a lawyer. So I always say, well, you're no brain surgeon, but your father is. I thought that was a funny joke, but it's true. His father was a brain surgeon. So, T.D. Lewis Butterfly, still hearing about possible serial killer near Lake Travis. I can't stay up on every single case. You guys, people sometimes send me cases, and I'm like, would you look into this? And I can't look into everything, you know. Alan G, happy 4th. Sarge, when is Detective Phil coming back? Happy 4th weekend, everyone. Stay safe. Alan G, I hope tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Phil has said he was going to come on the show tonight, so looking forward that Phil, and unfortunately, he can't bring the cannolis because I'm in Florida, you know. Leave the gun, take the cannolis. Famous line, right, from that famous movie. If you don't know that line, you're not a real movie aficionado. Leave the gun, take the cannolis. Come on, guys. What movie is that from? Come on. You gotta know. You gotta know what movie that came from. Cat 747's clapping for Phil. I'll tell him Phil's got fans. Phil's got mad fans out there. Phil, you got mad fans. So why don't you come back? I love Cuban food. It's great in Florida. Pesa. Linda Bergio, The Godfather. You hit it, Linda, right? Leave the gun, take the cannolis. Love that line. Love that line, too. I love the movie The Godfather, too. Amazing. And, you know, sometimes when I hear kids from this era, teens or 20s, 30s, and they've never seen The Godfather, I'm like, are you kidding me? That should be required watching for every single kid. Godfather, someone just said they love The Naked Gun. You know, it's going to be done in 2 days. They just shot a remake of The Naked Gun. And I know that because my wife works for the actor who was the lead in that. And I don't know when it will come out, but they're going to be finished shooting July 6th. So, yeah, that was a funny movie, right? The Naked Gun. I love all the Godfather movies, but my favorite is number 2 and BB2. 108 in the chat, 164 with the thumbs up. This is Coffee with Cannon coming live to you from Jupiter, Florida. It's my first full day here. Explore Core, remake of the Naked Gun. Yes, a remake of the Naked Gun. It's almost done shooting. Will be done on the 6th. It'll probably usually takes about 6 months to a year for a movie to be edited. So we'll see. And then they put it out strategically. What's the best times usually to put out a movie is in the holiday season or the summertime. You know, when people are around, they got all kinds of free time. Well, let's go to the movies. Pressa, that's right. Liam Neeson is the star of it and of the Naked Gun. Yes, it's sort of a him doing something different than an action movie. His foray into comedy, right? Yeah, it's Leslie Nielsen original. That's right. The Leslie Nielsen original. 109 in the chat. 165 with the thumbs up. Coffee with Cannon. No one can come up with original scripts anymore. Well, it's an original script. It's not an original idea. You know, they're remaking it. Because, you know, when something works, let's go with it. Let's just rewire it, you know, and that's the way Hollywood works, you know. Maybe they should redo Airplane, Pam Davidson. Yes, they're always redoing movies, you know. All these movies get redone, you know. Leslie Nielsen was Canadian. Three Stooges movie that was made a few years ago was hilarious. Liam Neeson needs comedy. He's had a rough time. Yeah, he's had a pretty good life. He did lose his wife about 13 years ago, but other than that, he's had a pretty damn good life, you know. He works all the time, you know, and most actors do not work all the time, and he's 72 years old. And if he keeps working, that's tremendous, right? And any of you people out there that are actors, you know that there's not that many people that can work all the time. Diane Krause, love Liam Neeson. I really like Liam Neeson, but can't imagine comedy. He's actually pretty good at it. You know, he's the straight guy, obviously, you know. Heather, whatever, I remember when she died. Yes, Natasha. Bill, who was the most famous person you met in New York as a cop? I don't know. I met so many people. I did security for Arnold Schwarzenegger, and when I did security for him, he was a huge star. All of those movies, back then he was making $20 million a film. He was a big star. I met so many of them. You know, I never met De Niro. I went to a memorial service that he was at. That was a small memorial service for an actor named Chuck Lowe, who was in Goodfellas. He played Maury in Goodfellas. Bundy Data, they have a 5,000 early tomorrow. We'll have a sprinkler. Twins is great. Yeah, that's funny. Were you there for 9/11 on duty such as... Yes, I was, Butterfly. I was on... I've spoken about that before. I've done shows about that before. So 109 in the chat, 166 with the thumbs up. Guys, we have about a minute left. I want to just wish everyone to have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Be safe. Don't eat too much. Don't drink too much. Everything in moderation. Have a moderate 4th of July. So, Incognito, love Liam Neeson being the two-faced cop in Lego movie. Bundy Data, excellent. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Well, you guys enjoy your weekend. It's a long weekend, right? So we got tomorrow, Thursday, 4th of July, Friday, Saturday. So I think most people will get a 4-day holiday, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know. Enjoy the 4th, everyone. Carmelita, thank you. Love you too, Carmelita. Thank you so much. Happy Independence Day, barbecue time. Don't do anything dumb with fireworks. I don't mess with fireworks, you know. So, guys, Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful 4th weekend. Enjoy your friends and your family. God bless. I'll talk to you soon.